Adding time to view the post. Playing around with this on Restream. It's a new program that
your own videos can be a total night.
Should allow me, I don't know wherever that's coming from, it should allow me to stream from a control panel here out to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I'm just having a look at this and let's see what happens. So if you catch me, I should have a chat feature over here that should pick anything up. Please let me know if you're on and you can see me, and just put something in the comments. I'd love to know if this is working. So the only way for me to test it out is literally to go live with it. I think it's pretty exciting if it works. I'm going to be really interested to see what happens on here. So it should be going out onto my Facebook page. Looks like that's working. Brilliant. Live, Adrian Salisbury live. Okay, so that one's going. YouTube, can I see it over on YouTube? Videos. Yes, looks like I'm live over there as well. And it says 3 watching. Please let me know if you're watching. Just anything you like, pop it in the comments here. Let me know what's happening. Why just me? Hi there. Yekto. Brilliant. So, yeah, I'm just having a play with this. This is new software to me. I've got it on like a 7-day trial. I thought, why don't I download it and have a go with it and see if this works? So typically this time, on a Tuesday evening, 5 p.m. here in the UK, is when I go live anyway, and I'm usually doing an interview. So I'm thinking, the last few weeks I've been thinking, do I do this on YouTube or do I go over to Facebook? And Facebook's been winning. But this could solve my problems, and actually we could stream to 2 places at once. So yeah, what do you think? Have you ever seen this? Do you use this yourself? Have you ever watched one of these streams like this? And also, what do you think to my new lighting? I've got some new lighting. I've just put a review up. In fact, let me try this feature and see if I can ping my review up into the chat here. See if that comes in. That's my review. I can't see it in here. Hopefully it went somewhere. That's my recent review. Literally just in the last hour that's gone up onto YouTube. Got some new lights. Absolutely loving them. I can work them all from a remote control here. If you've seen me on Facebook, you've seen me playing around with these. I've been having a lot of fun with them. Putting these groups on and off and fiddling around like this. Yeah. I'm just staying on here and waffling for a minute because I want to see if people are coming on and what happens. So group A should be that one over there. No, actually group A is behind me. Or yeah, group B. Group C is that one in front of me. Yeah, that's taking that one down now. So it's not quite as intense. B's the bright one. That's a big beastie light. It's too big for what I'm doing here in this little studio, really. But I'm actually thinking I can have some fun. I can put some diffuser in front of it and really try and soften the light down here like I've never been able to before. So Ecamm's not giving me any stats on this, which no problem. I can live with that. But I am just curious to see how this chat is coming through. Sorry, forgive me. I know this seems a bit ugly and it's not my usual style of doing a presentation. Please let me know if you're on. I'm just trying out, if you're popping on and you're seeing that I'm live, wondering what's going on, I'm just trying out this new software, Restream. So instead of having to decide, do I go live to Facebook or do I go live to YouTube? In theory, from within Ecamm here, and it seems to be working fine so far, I can go live inside of Ecamm and it sends it out to both YouTube and Facebook, and then I've got a separate little window here where I can see the chat going on. So please just post me something and let me know if you're watching this. I'd be really interested to just see how this works. I want to see some chat coming in. Tells me on here that 4 people are watching. So I don't know who you are, but just pop me something in there, say hi, and I just want to test this out and see how it's working. You're making my day. New bit of software, I like it. It's very affordable as well. This should be $19 a month, and I just had something pop up in Facebook saying it was 50% off. So I thought, heck, why not give it a go for, what's that, like £7? Definitely a great idea. Do you use Ecamm? Hi there, Genesis to forever. Yes, I'm using Ecamm. Love Ecamm. I'm actually doing weekly lives. I'm doing a show, and it's all happening inside Ecamm. So this is new to me. So I'm using Ecamm normally, and I post it out either to Facebook, or very few have I done to YouTube, although YouTube's where my audience are. So and you guys are coming on from YouTube, which is kind of proving my point that I ought to be doing my lives over there. But I like the idea of this. I'm just going to have a little chat for a few minutes, and then I want to have a look afterwards and see how that's been done. Can I still use the videos and things the same way afterwards? But yeah, I don't seem to be able to schedule it in Restream. I think I can schedule pre-recorded videos. But yeah, this is really just a chance to test. Ask me anything you like while you're on here. We're going to be doing I should be live on a webinar tomorrow. Again, I'm just playing with me pinging up some links. So let me just drop up my link to my webinar tomorrow. And does that appear in your feed? Let's have a look. Can I see that when I go? I'm scared of turning this on and then ending up with sound coming through. See, YouTube isn't showing me any comments. Interesting. So what's happening to them? New easier moderation. Are you Genesis, if I can call you that? Can you see the comments over there? How is that coming through to you in YouTube? Because I'm not seeing that there are any comments in here. And I don't know if that's just that it doesn't show it while it's live. I can see that some people are watching. Facebook comments again. Can I see any comments in Facebook? I will come back to you in just a second, Genesis, there, and answer your question. I'm just doing a very quick little test on this. Thank you for being my little guinea pigs and helping me out testing this. So I can't see comments on there either. That's interesting. I hope that's not going to be the case, that comments don't get seen. You're seeing the comments. Okay, brilliant. And you've seen those links that I've just pinged up as well from my side. They came in as well. I wonder why it is that I'm not seeing it. Anyway, sorry, that's great. If you can let me know on that. Did you just see those links? Is it both ways? And did you see Yekto's comment as well? So you don't need any video switches if you use Ecamm. No. Will it let? I don't think it will let me do. The only thing with using Ecamm is that I can't show you my screen. Entire screen. Ecamm live. No, I don't think that's letting you see that, is it? No, don't worry. Yeah, so Restream is this. I don't know if you're familiar at all with, yes, seeing your comments. Are you seeing my comments, Genesis? I just posted a couple of links into this, the little app that I've got in front of me. I'd be curious to know if you saw those as well. What I can do is, with my phone, if I plug my phone into Ecamm, should let me use my phone as another camera. So I use Ecamm. You need to be on a Mac for Ecamm. but it allows me to, you know, if I want to put up I've taken them all off on this one now, but if I were, I can put kind of branding up here, I can move it around. Normally in Ecamm, I can put comments up as well, but it doesn't let me when I'm using this Restream software. It allows me to play a video clip if I want to. It allows me to drop images on just literally by grabbing an image and dropping it over the front here, and there it is. So it really is, yeah, I love Ecamm. And Glenn and his brother are fantastic, the guys that are the developers. There's green screen features and things like that in here. As you can see, I can use this camera, and what it will let me do, I believe. Why is iTunes not opened up? It should let me use my phone. Da, 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 da. Oh, typical, it needs a software update. Let me just see. Sorry, this is my iPhone. Look at that, look, ta-da! So I can use my phone as another feed. So, yeah, what are we doing? You're looking here at... shouldn't get that come through. Okay, so I don't get it when I'm in that mode. All right, so let's keep it like this. But what I can do is I can bring me up alongside that. Or we can do picture in picture. He says. Let's shut that down. Let's shut a few things. Let's make it a little bit tidier on here, and then you'll be able to see what I'm doing. That's my screen. That's what I'm looking at is, forgive my messy backdrop. I've got Ecamm open here. This is my window. And then over here is the chat that I've got that is part of Restream. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And I can see that I'm live. I would need to just pull up on here. And then this is me looking over on YouTube. Let's just refresh that. That's so I can't see any comments down here. Nor can I see any comments over on this post over here. So they're not helping me, but I can. Let's forget that for now. So yeah, that's a little bit clunky, but quite a fun little way of using my phone there as an extra camera as well. So yeah, I hope you found that of interest. I'm just going to go off. I'll come off here now then, unless anybody's got anything to ask me. I don't even know if anybody's on, but it's been quite fun having a little play. Tells me on here that I've got 4 eyes on me. What else does it show me? I've got some analytics over here. Chat mail. This is very interesting. Okay. Scared to shut that down and lose the... But yeah. So yeah, I think this is this could be a winner. Quite what it'll be like when I'm doing an interview. Whether it's quite as easy, it should be, but I don't want to think I'm killing the processor by trying. You have to, when you're doing an interview inside Ecamm, you need to use Skype, which is a little bit of a shame, but we can use Skype then, and I can bring in guests on Skype, and then Ecamm sees them as another feed, as another camera, so I can bring them on here. So it would be interesting. Only I'm going to be able to see the comments from this side. But yeah, one more question, please fire away. G85, you follow me. Yes, I am. That's what I'm using right now. In fact, it's the G80 in the UK, but it's the G85. Love the camera, really do. And although I've got a GH5 sitting here at the side of me, I've got a GX8 in the cupboard. But this one actually is, this tends to be, so yeah, I've got the luxury of having more than one camera. So the GH5 tends to come out with me if I'm doing video work. That's my kind of pro camera. And then this one, literally, I'm able just to leave this permanently sat here in front of me. I've got a microphone attached to it. So again, using Ecamm, I can just put a HDMI lead out from this into my computer. And in Ecamm, it sees the feed being my camera and the microphone coming in. So hopefully that's working well. But yeah, this is really good. What kind, Genesis, where are you? What kind of thing are you into? Are you making videos? Are you, you're asking about the camera. I'm guessing that means you've watched other videos of mine. While we're chatting like this, what would you like from me? What kind of stuff, what kind of content? I've just made this video about lighting. I'm going to do a few more videos on lighting. In fact, I'm going to have a little bit of a play around and try and do some more dramatic lighting for kind of interviews. Autofocus works pretty well. Brilliant. Yeah. So you've seen the videos that I've got on YouTube and how to decide what videos to make and things like that, hopefully. If not, go and check those out. My wife is about to set up a YouTube channel as well. So she does these Sensi warmers, and so she's just done a couple of videos, some unboxing videos, and I'm slowly getting her into this, and I need to create from scratch a new channel with her. So I'm thinking I might well record that. And can do some videos on it and post them up here and let you see the journey going through. But definitely as soon as possible, start making some videos and put them out there. Try and get some regular content dripping out. And you don't worry too much about what the channel looks like and the playlists and things, because you can sort those out afterwards. You can change around keywords, you can change around the titles and things, but just get some videos going, let YouTube start seeing you. You've no doubt seen the videos that I've done where I'm talking on there about, picking off titles that are very much what people's questions would be. And I've showed you in those videos how to find those questions. So yeah, definitely I'm a huge fan of YouTube. It's the main way that that customers find me, and then come from that through and start working with me inside my academy. So yeah, YouTube works for me. Bear with me a second. I'm going to flick my main lights off and let you see what these studio lights are doing here. It's not very often that I go for a look like this. But I've got 3 different lights working at the minute. If I pull that round a little bit, you can see what I'm working with. Just small LED panels like this. Not expensive. If you want just the light on its own, it's £69. 69 or £60. I don't know what it is in dollars off the top of my head, but I put a link up here earlier on, hopefully. Like is done. What's that? Maybe you can do a video on simple YouTube setup and all the connections and hardware, etc. So you mean for live streaming? Do you have a camera? That's really what I do inside my academy, is work with people and help them get set up doing that. So that's a big part of what I do. Well, it is what I do. Course videos, so this kind of stuff that you can have inside of a course. But then once people are up and are working with that and are used to the camera, then I teach them the live streaming side of it as well, in terms of how to set up the tech and all the rest of it. Let me just show you these lights. So that should be a B. So if I turn B off, then we've got a very dramatic look going on here. C is the light behind me. That doesn't want to come up any higher. A, I can adjust from this remote, look. I can turn the brightness up. I got on the wrong way around. That's the one behind me. I can play with the brightness. I can adjust the temperature on here as well. So we're going for a warmer look behind. Not that I would do this. I would never normally mix the colours like this. And then I can adjust the brightness in front of me if I want as well. How cool's that? It's like I say, it's not the kind of thing I would do on a typical video, but why not? And actually, if I wanted to turn that light on, be back on again, that does create a bit of fill, and actually that's lighting up the back wall for me there. So that's not too shabby. Cool. Cool. So you do have a DSLR camera. Which one do you have? I'm calling you Genesis. You got to have a name other than Genesis. I'm sure that's just your channel. What kind of light is it? I just posted up a link. Are you seeing the links that I'm posting up? Because I put a link to a review that I've just done of this. And if they're not going up, then that's a little bit of an issue. But the lights are these Viltrox. I'd never heard of them until recently, or not with the lights anyway. Call me Matt. There you go. Matt, did you see the comment? Because I'm trying in the chat on here. Let me just see what it says. So I can drop a link into Restream. I'm trying to share you the link of the review that I've just done. So if I copy that link, so I can put the link in YouTube by the looks of it. 7070. What's a 7070? Not a 70D. I'm getting me curious now. I'm going to have a look at this. I'm a little out of touch, aren't I? You're not seeing the comment. What a pain. Trying again. I knew I was a little out of touch with the Canon range. I used to have Canon for about 15 years. I've been using Canon. I moved across to Panasonic partly why? Partly I used to have 5Ds, big, bulky, heavy cameras. For me, this smaller camera with this smaller, lighter lens. I actually did a review and I put side by side a Panasonic GX8 with my 5D Mark III, and I took photos with the same lenses, matched it all up, and I was blown away by the quality that I got out of this small Panasonic. There's a lot of things with the Panasonic I like to use. I think ergonomically, they've made a lot of things. I think they've considered the photographer very much. And it kind of made me shift away almost 2 years ago now, I suppose. So I have still got some Canon kit, but by and large, it never comes out. And sadly, as such, I've lost touch a bit with the Canon range. And I know, things have moved on. But I only got time to keep up with so much. But that looks like a lovely camera, Matt. One of the cool things, so with Canon, are you on a Mac? If you're on a Mac, you can actually, let me think, you can actually use Ecamm, and you don't need to use the HDMI converter. It will actually go straight through the USB straight into your computer from a Canon camera. So that's a big plus for you. Sorry, just purchased it, but I like the colour of Panasonic. Yeah, see, I'm not autofocus. I don't know what type of videos you're doing, Matt, but not on a Mac. So Ecamm isn't going to be. Ecamm is only a Mac product, I'm afraid. So I'm not using autofocus on this, and when you get into video, most people don't have continuous autofocus on anyway. I know you can kind of set this and it will track me and come in and out. I can't stand watching videos where that thing is hunting and it thinks you've moved out and it's trying to focus. So the first thing I do on this is turn off continuous autofocus anyway, and I manually focus it and I just stay pretty still. But as you can see, you know, it's quite forgiving. That there is the focus, and this is on a 1.7. So I've got a little bit of room there where I'm okay to stay in focus. So I know Panasonic gets slated for this, but like I say, if I'm doing any filming stuff, I never use the continuous autofocus anyway. So yeah, it hasn't been an issue to me, but one thing I would say if you're using your Canon is hook it up with the EOS utility software. There's a video over on my, well, it's over on YouTube where you are, if you want to have a look at that. I think I put one in how to record remotely. Now I don't know, you might actually have an app with that now if that's a new camera. The app might let you do video, does it? What lens am I using? It's a 20mm prime lens, which is the equivalent of a 40 on yours. So actually it's equivalent of about a 35mm. In fact, I've just one of my students I'm just working with at the minute is on Canon, and I'm just getting her to measure up for a 35mm lens. I think that's going to be the best one for her to do this kind of thing in front of. Now you asked about these lights. It's a shame that I can't put links in. I don't understand what's going on with that. I don't know whether it would let me put a comment over. See, I can't see anybody else's comments. Can you see the comment that I've just posted now to another YouTube video? Ah, there's the chat. It's just moved. Why I'm not using the kit lens? Because of the depth of field. No problem at all. I'm just sitting here having a play with this, to be honest. So if you're on and wanting to chat, why not? Yes, that link. So I've had to manually go into YouTube to put that link in, which is a little bit frustrating. It means that anyone on Facebook isn't going to see that. But I have to say, not a lot's happening on Facebook anyway. Lighting review. Let me post that up in there as well. Who knows? 3 people watching apparently. Matt, you're not the only one. Just saw a link. Yeah, so that's the link to those lights, which is my review. If you look in the description of the review, I've put links in there to Amazon UK or .com. Either to the single light on its own, or there's a nice little twin kit there that you can get the lights and the stands. But definitely get more than one light, because you can use this. And actually I've got a bigger light over here that I'll be doing a review on soon. And actually you can get ring lights as well. And I've always slagged off ring lights. I don't like them. But I thought I might get hold of one and just see how it works. Because the thing with a ring light is I can't stand it when people just put them up and let that be the main light. But actually to just fill in these shadows a bit, who knows? Just on its lowest setting, that might be okay. Matt, if you're interested as well, I'm doing a live webinar tomorrow. Which you can have a look at there if you want. And I'm talking about how to do professional looking videos. So setting up this kind of thing, talking about my set, what I'm doing, showing some examples of customers. That's working. Don't understand why that's got a funny little symbol in there though. It's put put an emoji in instead of the link. Hopefully you can work that out from that YouTube link. Oh, sorry, that's on Facebook that it's done that. You asked about my kit lens. If I were using my kit lens, and I can demonstrate it to you, my kit lens would go down to, I think, 3.5. What would it be on this? Probably about there. So I would either need to, and I can from here. So the aperture's a lot lower. So it means I've got to push the lights, which actually, interestingly, that's about as much as I'm getting out of that one. This is part of the reason I don't need big hefty lights, and these ones have become a favourite. So I can compensate and I can bring them lights up, but can you notice how that blur's gone in there? I don't get the same depth of field in the background. That's really kind of the magic of what I'm doing and getting this nice effect going on, is because I can take the aperture wide open with a prime lens. And definitely, if I would say, is there a review? I'm trying to think if I've got a review on here or not. You could definitely, hi there, Shan from Salt Lake City. Definitely, Matt, if you're looking at a 35mm prime lens, then you don't need to get the Canon one. There is a Yongnuo one, and I've done a review on it. It's a fraction of the price and actually got really good results out of it for this kind of stuff. Do you mind if I just take this aperture back? It's going to go bright for a second until I turn these lights back down. So you can see the difference it makes to the light coming in. That one wants to go right down to 20%. So, Shan, hi, thanks for coming on. I'm just having a play, Shan. I'm trying out a new bit of software called Restream, which allows me to go live both here and on Facebook at the same time. And I'm just having a play with it and partly seeing how it works. And I'm doing, I don't know if you spotted look at that. And I'm playing with, I've got 3 lights in here that all work on a channel here. That's what the link I've just put up to Matt is for a review on those. I've been doing over on Facebook at this time on a Tuesday. I've been doing a weekly Facebook Live, bringing on a guest and talking with them. And I've been thinking, do I do this on Facebook or do I do it on YouTube? Actually, interestingly, while I've just been playing around with this and running this for the last 33 minutes, nobody has come on from Facebook to comment. All the comments have been coming on from YouTube, so I'm really interested. Charlene as well, hi there. So I've been sort of bringing guests on. We've been talking about my audience are entrepreneurs, online entrepreneurs, people who are creating courses, needing to make videos like this, and that's what I do, is help them with that. So as well as talking about video stuff to people, I've been bringing on other experts that are helping out, whether it's to do with messenger bots or Facebook ads or setting up an online course. And I've been bringing them on to my Facebook page and doing interviews. But I have been thinking, should I be doing this over onto YouTube instead? And Restream, this program that I'm playing with at the minute, I'm just running a trial on it, allows me to send this straight out to 2 different places. You guys that have just come on, let me show you this. It's a little bit messy, but you'll maybe appreciate it. We'll see. I can pull this camera through from my phone. If I turn it on, there it is. So let me put this on as well. There you go. Look, that's the view coming through from here. So that's my setup actually. Look, there you go. I've got my camera with a microphone attached to the top of it. These are my 3 lights. Sorry about the mess in here. At least it's real. And then at the side of me there is the chat. Look, there's your messages. Charlene likes my accent. Thank you, Charlene. Whereabouts are you from? So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's my control panel in front of me. And I can just turn that camera back off again. Cool. Playing with Ecamm, just really on here having a chat, testing out and seeing how it works. So thank you for being on. Do check out, if you're interested in these lights, that review that I did. Why not subscribe? I'm looking at doing more lives. Not like this. This is just totally hit record and go. What kind of things would you like from me? Hopefully video related. That's why you're here. I know a lot of people come onto my channel because of a photo onto woodcraft that I did. But if you're interested in video and you like help with that, then tell me in the comments what kind of things you'd like to talk about, what you'd like to see me making videos about. I'm pretty happy with this restream, so this will be one of my next tutorial videos on how to do this. We do stuff with teleprompters. That's something I'm working through with my students at the minute. West Jordan City, Utah. So not too, well, Shan's also in Utah. I honestly don't know how big that is. It's probably about 4 times the size of the UK, is it? Saw the review, Shan. Brilliant. These are amazing little lights, and they are, I can't believe how affordable they are. If you're needing to, I don't know if you make videos even, but if you're needing to use a lot of power and a lot of lights, then yeah, they're not as powerful. I mean, I've been honest and I've said that in the review. They're not as powerful as the Neewer and other lights that I used to recommend, but I honestly never used to get them at more than about 50% anyway. And I am loving the functionality that I can sit here and just tweak these lights, play around with them. Flick a light on or off if I want to just totally change the mood. Could be quite good for a dramatic sort of interview style like this. Yeah, and when I'm working with my students, hi neighbour, how far apart are you? People all over the world, and you two are just down the road from each other, eh? I work with customers. I help them set up videos and things like this, and so I typically send them out a kit list, and then I'm helping them. And if I look at it and go, oh, it looks a little bit warm, that colour, or now with the use of this, I'm going to be able to say, hold that at the side of you, let me see what settings you're on, and I'm going to be able to say, right, just turn that one up, turn that one down, and I think it's going to be amazing. Same county. So, difference between these and the Neewer lights. Check out the review, Matt. Actually, that is one of my next videos. I'm going to put them side by side, and I have another couple of lights as well. That Neewer. I had this GVM. Never liked this thing. I tried to send it back actually, but it was I bought it from America, and it was going to cost as much for me to send it back as pretty much it was I bought the thing. So I thought, stuff it, it'll sit here and it will just be used as a bad example. But I like the idea how it has this plate that sits out in front here to soften the light. But it gives a funny colour, and it really moves in bad increments. That is not a good light. And then these were the original ones that I mentioned in that video, these Aputure ones. Really like these. But both of these are pretty much double the power to what I've got going with these ones at the minute. But power's not an issue to me. Because I'm shooting on a prime lens, that lets in quite a lot of the light anyway, and I typically have the room lighting on So I've always said that in my videos. You know, these LED panels are very much there to just put some fill lighting on me. So the Niwa one, yeah, I mean, I have been recommending this totally. This has been, for the price of it, this is a fantastic little light. And if you've got these, I don't know if you're saying that because you've got the matte, there's a great little softbox that you can get that fits over these. The downside to these, I've been recommending them. I've got a lot of customers that have got them because, you know, I've been saying this is a light to get for the money. They're amazing. The downside is they're these bicolor lights. So I've got a set of LEDs that are a warm color and a set that are a cold color. And then the way they work with all of these lights, the way they work is that you're mixing it with either having full white or full orange or somewhere in between. Now, when I do it on here, I actually get a readout. Look, it tells me there that I'm at 5,000 Kelvin. Now, I know that if I'm on all the way over on white on this, then I'm on 5,600 Kelvin. And if I'm all the way over on the yellow, then I'm at 3,200. And then I've got to kind of work it out to be in between that. And I can be on with students and I think, oh, that's a little bit warm. And it's really quite hard to explain how to turn one back and bring the other up. This is going to be a total game changer for me to be able to find out exactly what setting they're on. So I went for this because of the price of it and because I like the soft boxes, which is is it 480 or? It says a 500S. I don't think that's what it's called. I'm sure it's called a 480. But yeah. You have the Niwa 176 LED lights. Okay. That's a smaller unit, isn't it? Run away. What I like with Niwa is that there's this nifty little softbox. It's a little bit cheap in that I can't get the thing to stand square, but it slots over the front of these and really makes for a nice softbox. So yeah, I thought I was sorted. It was only recently when I spotted these Viltrox things that I thought I'd give it a go, and I can't believe that actually for the same money I've got one that's got a control. So it's a little bit clunky, but there you go. Look, I've got a big softbox there that just tucks in the back. Needs a bit of tidying up, but you get the idea. So yeah. There you go. Well, that was quite unexpected. I thought I was going to jump on here for 10 minutes, have a look at this, see if the thing worked. It's been lovely to meet you guys. Shan, Matt, Charlene, who else was on earlier? Yekto. So yeah. Cool. Well, I wish you well, Matt, with your channel. Keep in touch. I'm starting to make more and more videos, actually. I've been out of touch for a while. Just other stuff going on behind the scenes and things. Really am building out my Pro Video Academy. I love working with people. I love helping them make professional looking videos. So yeah, I've been working on all that, but actually I'm back very much now and want to start making more and more YouTube videos. So if you've got ideas, then either post away down here in the comment on this video or get in touch with me and let me know what you think you'd like to have videos on. No problem at all. Lovely to chat with you guys. Always happy to help. Okay, so I've got to see if I can work out how to stop this thing now. But that's been pretty good, hasn't it? I don't think it's been any different for you. I'm hoping not. as an experience than as if I was going live straight into YouTube. But the beauty is this is also going straight out to Facebook, to my page as well. And yeah, quite like that idea. All right, so thanks ever so much. Enjoyed meeting you. I will see you in another video. All the best.